Welcome back. I don't even know where to start. With their updates that they had, they really put the screws to me. They changed production values and stuff like that, and it destroyed my my mining and my smithing, which I was counting on to make my 10 mil. If they never did that, I'd probably be rocking along really fine. So this in turn, with finding out that we're capped, the market stall's capped at 1380 per day per market stall, really hurt. It really hurt me pretty bad. So of course I had to divest out a little bit. So the one thing was I'm making a lot of food, so I started selling. I have so much flour. I didn't even realize I had that much. You know, I just sat. I can't even tell. I know they added a timer, and I didn't even pay attention. I just set it and went and did other things and let it rock out. Almost, I don't know. I think I started with about 500 loaves of bread just to sell, to keep my market stalls going, because I need more than what I have right now, and I'm down one. So at the moment, I only have 22 market stalls selling. Okay. That said, my blacksmiths cannot keep up like they used to with just making. I have 2 blacksmiths. One's making just iron knives, and the other one's making iron shearing scissors. Shearing scissors, I'm still making them too, probably just once a year, and the knives maybe once a year, but they can't keep up because they were definitely, I'm going to call it a nerf, because definitely the production's down. And even it seems that the production of my mines is down, which, like I stated in one video, I think it's the, I don't know if it's in the actual last video of the series here, if it's in my other video that I put out with bugs and just stuff that I found, including like the 1380 and the King's Quest, and the farmers. The farmers are a mess. And these two here, these two I showed before, walking all the way down to my main village. Well, they're here. They're not scaling up. Like, she's still level 3. And the other one's still level 2. They should at least got a full level by now. But whatever. As long as I don't go over the 400% mark, I'm going to wind up changing that just to get these 2 up there. But anyway, I had a sheepfold, just one. I mentioned it earlier that I just wanted it, you know, to do to make these street lamps, and for a couple other minor things. So I only really needed one, and then anything else I was just gonna whatever, either turn it to thread or cloth or whatever and just sell it. But what happened was, with all of these updates that are really crushing me at the moment, I just started, because I noticed I had over 5,000 wool. So I just started making hoods. Now I'm making 2 kinds. One's the wool hood. It just takes 2 wool, and the other one is just called the hood, and I think that takes 2 linen cloth. So I have a lot of that stuff, and I've been doing just the linen ones, and I have my sewing hut doing whatever they can to try and keep the other ones going, which I went through that much wool that quick. So I had way too many eggs. And I just did this right before I started recording. I came up here and I took this one out. I took this chicken coop out. And I put another sheep fold in. And I just bought all the sheep that they had. Hopefully that'll bring me up a little bit, that I can stabilize. Right now I'm not stable whatsoever. I mean, this could take a year for it to stabilize. So I'm going to be back and forth micromanaging every little thing. But whatever. I mean, sheepies. So all my original plans went out the window because of their updates. And I think since I started this, was there 3 or 4 different updates? I forget. But it's the last 2 that really hit me hard. And I actually recorded a video right before this one. And I was noticing bugs, and they're so annoying, they're not funny. I don't know if I can recreate it. I'm not even going to try, because I lost almost a whole season. At the end of my last video, I was on the last day. I was going in the fall. And you can see where I'm at right now. So I lost like 2 game days worth. I mean, it's kind of not a big deal, but when I'm micromanaging, as you see in the upper left corner, it's kind of a big deal. I'm losing money, and it's making things harder. So we bring this up quick, and I'll show you that I'm down. Like I said, I'm down 1 market stall. And there you go. I have 62 houses. I actually have a house up here that I have no one in. This barn, I don't think I got to worry about this. This is yeah, stuff. That was the rot fertilizer. Like, I don't need to worry about that. They should be making some daub, since I just put this one up. So, needless to say, I need some daub. But anyway, one problem I'm having is with my hunting lodge. Wow, this looks awesome. That's 90 and 10. And nothing else. Like, I wouldn't mind getting fur. But the cost of making any clothes out of fur is just ridiculous. I mean, it's too much fur for what's being made. So I'm not even worried about that. And reason I just really wanted the fur, you know, to for the floors of the houses. And even then I ran out, and I had a lot. Now I'm done with the dried meat. This meat is just going for pottage or whatever. And I usually make that myself, but I do believe I do believe one of my kitchens is making it. I don't think it's at 100%, but whatever. I don't know. That's something else. Like I said, I'm micromanaging everything, and it's really getting annoying. Like, this system is cute, but when they keep changing everything, it's screwing me really bad. So I should be pulling in 135 meat every day. I mean, that's not a lot when you look at it with 4 hunters. You know, it's not a lot. Now, and I am most of these. I forget which one was my first one, my first hunter. But anyway, you could see they're not maxed yet, because hunting, well, sucks to level up, whether you're the NPC or not. It just sucks. But whatever. They should be pulling in, I think, a lot more. So this was definitely tweaked, and I'm pulling in a lot less meat. And I've been playing this game since, well, before it was released. I'd say just call it early access. The day that it went to early access, I guess certain people could get it, and I grabbed it. So there's that. So I mean, there's been a lot of changes along the way. Can't deny that. But I should be getting a lot more meat than I am. So I'm gonna get shafted and have to go hunting. But this is the one. Let me get out of this. I have not touched this in a long time. And since I only got roach in that area, whether it means anything or not, that's the only thing that's right near where my fishing hut is. So I really don't need a lot of it, but I carry usually the dried fish, either the dried fish or roasted fish meat on me. Honestly, the only reason I had this was to get the different fish for or fish meat for the one mission, and it was popping up constantly for me. Where they needed to feed their family and they want X amount of fish meat and this and that. And then as you keep getting that mission, it goes up. In case nobody's seen that, these missions that are repeating themselves, you'll see maybe they want 4 fish meat this time, and the next time they want 5, then they want 6, then they want 7. And it's not just that they want the fish meat, they'll want that and something else and blah, blah. All of that's going up at least 1 every time. I didn't write any of that down, but for those that haven't been paying attention, pay attention, because that's what's happening. And the reason I found that out was I was getting the easy one from the seamsters, where they want like wool and flax, and I was getting 2 a season, like for a long time. It was pretty crazy, but I noticed it going up there. But anyway, that's what tipped me off to some of this stuff. And I know, like, my extraction people, they're just not pulling it in. Like, where's this? This is telling me they're pulling in 170. Well, it's 179 a day. Honestly, I'm gonna have to watch that, because I don't think I'm getting that much every day. But I mean, back. All but the one, because she's new. Blah, blah. One was pregnant. Whatever. These couple should be pulling in a lot more than that. And I know they were, but whatever. And that's the reason why I had to open up the second mine. Which, if you're following, I put it down. Well, I'll just click on it so it's there. There, it's down by Harinka. And I only have 4 people down there. So I was doing fine. I actually have way too much. The 9 houses over at my second mine, moved that all. That cost me a lot of money, and mostly time and some money. But it screwed me up pretty bad, because now I had 6 max miners, actually 8, because I had an excavation shed over there too, and they were maxed. And now they're farmers, and they're useless as farmers still. And the happiness is down because they're not doing what they like. I think I did save 2, because I tore 1 down again, but I had 3 excavation sheds over by my orchards, and I took 1 down. But the 2 men I believe are in these 2 excavation sheds. So really, 6 miners got turned into farmers, and yeah, it's hurting. So they definitely tweaked just about every number. They had to. Not this one. Get the other one. I think the other one is both max people. And I see I'm going to lose another herbalist. Got to be kidding me. No, these are 2 at level 8. Now, since it's summer, of course, I want berries to make berry wine. This number was a lot higher when they were at level 6. This was over 1,000 something, I believe, berries I was getting per day. So there's that. And that's really the only reason I even have these huts. So I have 4 people for 3 seasons out of a year that aren't doing anything. They're just doing useless stuff. I mean, I might have them picking some. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I got them doing something. But like none of this I need. Like there's nothing there I need. So that's why I had them doing mushrooms here, because I was getting a mission that constantly that people needed mushrooms. So whatever. Not gonna bust a bunch of mushrooms. You know, they don't weigh that much. It's not hurting me. I probably have 1,000 or 2,000 of each. I don't even know. I lost one out of the work shed, but I'm not worried about that. I'll have somebody come out. I'm gonna have a lot of jobs because I still have women pregnant. It's killing me. Okay, don't need to worry about the barn. The windmill I'm probably tearing down. And you can see my apiaries are they're really pushing it. I'm getting a lot of honey. But you can see now where I have my 3 falls. This be my new one. I'm down to 2 hen houses, which honestly I could probably kill the other one off too. To be totally honest. Because I think I do, like I said, I might do the bread once a year. Now production, hoy. They're actually working. But let's bring up the smith quick. These numbers aren't what they used to be. That's the iron knife. Look at. They're making 23 iron knives. I am positive I was making that number reversed, 32. It's either 32 or 34 for the iron knives, okay? And I know I showed this in one of the videos. I just didn't go back to even look because I don't have time. I just don't have time to do that. And in this one, now they're all maxed. And this one's making 30. They were making like 36. I think it was 36 to 38 iron shearing scissors a day. So that got nerfed. So needless to say, right? Get me out of that. Needless to say, that's hurting this down here. I don't know why half these buttons aren't working all the time. That's hurting me down here. I changed over a couple of tool stalls. I think I did 2 again and turned them into food. And I'm selling wine in them. And my current course, I'm going to have to do at least 1 more. Because I can't keep up with the product that I need to be selling. They just can't do it. I mean, that's another one. I'm doing that too towards the end of the seasons. When I notice it going low. I mean, it's mostly the knives, but still, whatever. I have to do that. I have a food stall down here. This is the one where I lost. She just had a kid. So look at all these food stalls now. It's ridiculous. And most of them are wine. Some of them are food. I mean, plum wine. As you can see, I have 498 plum wine. This changed also a little bit. This number's a little bit higher. I think that's almost 9 wine a day I'm selling. I don't need to worry about this. I have a lot. But once again, now I'm making wine. So besides making clothes and iron knives and doing the refining for the iron to make the iron bars, now I'm kind of pushing, I'm stuck making the wine also. And like I said before, I had 2. Well, no, I think I did have the total of 3 when I mentioned it. Like, my taverns were killing it. That they were producing like beasts. Like, it was insane the amount that they're producing. There you go. Max skills. I don't know if they're max happiness. I didn't even check, but still, it wouldn't matter that much. I'm getting 35 a day. That number also dropped. It's like one of them seen my video and they're like, hey, I'm going to screw this guy with 20 subs. That's what I feel like. So I got one doing, I think that was the cherry. I think this one's doing the plums, correct? Yep. Now, while I have the wine there, that's just in case. Whatever. They can go all year right now just doing the juice. And this one I have kind of a mutt. I broke this one down. But as you see, they're doing berry juice, apple juice, pear juice. And then the mead. Now, the mead I'm back selling, but I've been doing that also. That's like 25%, they're making 5 mead per day. That's it. But look at how much berry juice they're punching out. That's why all my berries go bye-bye. Doing 53 berry juice a day. Apples at 19 and pears at 11. And that's equal. So they just didn't do it. They messed with the times. That's the only thing I can think of. They messed with how much time it takes to make, in essence, berry juice or apple juice or pear juice. They messed with the timing. So whatever. But needless to say, I'm making all the wine and pretty much most of the mead, which I just did, and I should have like 500. I mean, this it takes a while. That's why, like, I can't make videos like everybody else is doing because, well, that's not what this series was about to begin with. It was about making, 10 million coins and seeing how fast I can do it. It keeps screwing me. And as you can see over here, I could build 3 more buildings. That's it. Somehow, I got to come up with like 7 more buildings. I mean, I do have 10 storages. I might be able to, and I don't know if I can take down 2 of these. I mean, space-wise, I can. But where these are at, I don't think I can. It's like, I can't take that one down. That one's down at Harinka. This is one I could probably take down. That one's all the way down there. I mean, if I have to, I could take it down. But, like, we all know they magically get their tools. They don't have to walk there and get tools like in the olden days where we actually had to have a worker in there to, like, deliver the tools or what have you. That one I might be able to take down, but from immersion standpoint, like, my main one is all the way up here, and then that's all the way down there. So there's that. And I'm not like role playing or anything, but it just it seems silly to me to have to do that. And of course, this is the one that's right next to me, and then this is my main one right here. Now, problem being, I thought maybe I could get away with taking one of these food storages down. I don't think so. For the amount of like berries, cherries, apples, and stuff that I'm pulling in, plus all the cabbage. I have one solid field of cabbage, and it's a lot of cabbage because it gets planted twice. So just take a walk in here. you can see. And I don't believe they're done yet. I'm going to have another cabbage harvest coming in. And that's going to put me up by 10,000. So I don't believe I can take a food storage down yet. 1,700. But these berries won't last long. They'll be gone in a day or two into the fall. So I forget how much it takes to make a berry juice, but whatever. Looks like that might be the end of the apples. So that would have been a little over 2,000 apples I pulled, I believe. I forgot how many I turned in. I mean, I guess I could look at it and do the math, but I don't want to do math. I did enough. So I got that. Yeah, there you go. Like about 1,000 each mushroom. I mean, they don't weigh a lot, but I can just take that and just sell it because I'm not going to sell it in a market stall because it'll be 0.3. I could take all of that, all of the mushrooms, and sell them to one vendor, and the vendor will still have $1,000 on them. Anyway, the cabbage, lots of cabbage. There's the cherries. And I'm not sure if they're done with the cherry trees yet. I don't believe they are. That's, I mean, see, I got a little bit of cherry wine. I mean, it's slowly going down. There's my big numbers there, 110. So when I'm done with this video, I'm probably going to have to take all the cherry juice and make it into wine. That or, swap some of the other ones over to plum wine to kind of even a playing field. Now they're still drinking the mead, so I had over 400 here. Oh, they're drinking the mead. But I also have some of this to sell, so. And as you can see, like, I only have 2 apiaries. And I have 3,700 honeycomb. But take that with a grain because it takes 8 honeycomb to make a mead. It's a lot of honeycomb. I think it used to be more. But anyway. The onions will be pretty much all gone. The beetroot will be gone. And we just ran down through there. They're not done with the pears. So I'm expecting about 3,000 pears for that, and this will be my first harvest of pears. Be 3,000 pears. That's crazy. And you can see the plums. That's what I'm saying. It's taking forever for them to make the juice. But you can see I have well over 400 plum wine. So I might have to do that. Change one of the ones selling cherry over to plum. And of course I got some pottage. So. And then apparently they said they nerfed this. You could see that they definitely nerfed the price. Because I used to get 20 coins for this selling it. But it's really all I have to make with all the spare cabbage. Yes, I can change that field around, but I don't know. I mean, look at all the fish I have. Almost have 400 roach. And I took a stack of roasted fish meat, which one of my vendors is selling. But once again, I'm getting like 9.5 per fish. Is it worth it? No. But I'll take this and I'll eat this, or maybe I'll try and make tarts or something. I just don't know. But look at how much bread I made. That's what I just made. Yes, it took a while. It took a while. Now I was always getting interrupted because this one's running out of something or that one's running out of something. That's a lot of white bread. But once again, and I knew this before, this one was nerfed a while ago. Because this used to be like 40 or something, or probably more than that for white bread. And now it's 23. But what else am I going to do? Like, I'm going to make more just making the white bread. Because the water's free. I just got to go get it. I already have the chicken, so I get a bunch of eggs. And I have so much flour, it's not even funny. It's to the point where I think I'm going to turn some of the other fields over into something else, or just not even plant anything. But that's a lot of white bread. But the thing of it is, you know, do the math. How long is that going to last? If I just sold that for a season, I'd probably be out. Just in one of them. Now on the upside, I had them guys, the excavation sheds, because I just had so much clay. It's so many wine bottles and everything else. So I changed both of them over, and I just had them pulling in copper. And now the last 2 seasons, I did not go and sell anything. So I didn't run around. This is where I was taking the iron knives. This is where I'm saying, I know these things were nerfed pretty hard. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They were nerfed pretty hard. And I used to take, I had probably like 300 knives on me and about the same of iron shears. And I'd take them with me. And it'd take me actually almost 2 years to sell them all. Because, you know, I had other stuff too. Whatever junk I wanted to get rid of, or spare whatever I didn't need, I'd take with me. So it could take me almost 2 years to sell like 300 knives. Yeah. So my market's all starving. All the stuff that they did, and I had more than enough clay and bottles and such like. So I turned them over to copper, and then every now and then when I remembered, I'd just go get a bunch of the copper. I gotta get a smoke going here. I'd get a bunch of the copper. I'd refine it, and I consider this my downtime. And then I'd, you know, make the knives. But I used to do that, like, it was definitely like once a year. Because I'd be running low by, you know, the end of the one season, whatever. I forget what season it was, but so I'd have something to sell, something extra, plus whatever, you know, garbage I wanted to get rid of. And for 2 full game years, I ran around and with the copper knives and, like I said, anything else I had. And I just wanted to wipe them right out. So I was taking, like, I had a bunch of seeds, a lot of seeds. So I had all of that stacked up and got rid of all of it. I mean, I'm about probably next year, like year 12, maybe 13, I'll have to do that again. I did just go to 2 towns before I'm making this video and sold, I think I had like 3,000 flaxseed and some other minor stuff just to get rid of it. I didn't, you know, just 2 towns, whatever. And that was it. So, you know, I didn't make a lot. And as you could see, and this was one of them they said they changed the price on. So I'm getting 50 for a copper knife. But what's worse is you go to the copper hammer. Same thing. I mean, you're probably better off with the arrows, to be honest. If you were going to do that route, like in the beginning. But look at the price of that bronze shovel. Now, granted, this is showing you full price for like 100%. But $630 for a bronze shovel? Yes, please, and thank you. Do I have an iron shovel? I should have one. Or did I break it? Oh. Look at that for an iron shovel. But it's the same exact thing as making 2 iron knives. This should take, I think, the iron shovels, for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure they take 4 iron ingots. An iron knife takes 2. So, like I said, do the math. 430 and 430 is what? Right, it's 860. You can make these quicker. That's all there is to it. And you need logs for this. This, you need sticks. So I don't know. I know the iron side takes, this definitely takes 4. Right, we can look it up, but doesn't matter. No. I actually made a bunch of recurve bows because I was going hunting. I went through 2 of them. But I made some. I'm like, the hell with it. Because I'm getting the quest that they want a new bow. Well, that new bow is a recurve bow. It ain't just a bow anymore. So I made a bunch. And then prices came way down. Because I'm pretty sure this was over 800 and some. Because that's, you know, that's how I'd start the game. You know, when I started the game, I'd run around, select a bunch of stuff, go to my normal spots. I think in my first video I say that. I show you my favorite spots, but and then I would run over. Mostly I'd go to Lesnica because that was part of my loot route. And then I'd go over there and buy the bow and buy some arrows and be good to go. I didn't honestly start hunting on the way back. Get back, and it's just, it was a mad rush because when I start, I go quick. I don't know why. It's just me. It's just how I play. So I kind of go pretty fast to get things done and get stuff planted. Now, even knowing that pottage is nerfed in whatever way, it doesn't really matter money-wise or food-wise, whatever. It doesn't matter. I've been seeing a lot of people that they're doing run-throughs, mostly on the oxbow. One guy I was watching, nice guy and all, no names, but he's starving and this and that, and he has 3 level 1 hunters cabins up. Like, I didn't say nothing, but I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, that is not the way to do this. And then he's growing wheat and whatnot. No.
The taxes got lower.
You still,
sure why,
you still want the first thing you want to grow is still going to be the cabbage. Because now, why isn't this working? Look at this. There's a bug I ran into before. I was trying to click it with my mouse, by the way, and then I had to hit the one on the keyboard. But anyway, when you're starting out your first year, there's no reason why by the second day in your game, even if you're playing 3-day seasons, that you don't have a small patch of even 5x5 of cabbage planted. Because people still use the cabbage to rot to make fertilizer. I do not. I make the money, I buy the fertilizer, I plant till I get the pigs. It's pretty quick to unlock that whole line. So I don't do that. A lot of other people do. Like, that's your main crop. It should be the cabbage. Day 1, day 2, you should have it planted. Granted, the first year you're only going to get 1 harvest, but that's all you need. Because you only got to make the fall and winter. And you're going to be hunting, so there's that. So why I'm catching a bunch of people playing this game and doing that, I don't know. I don't know if they're purposely trying to make it harder for whatever factor to get people to watch your videos or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. They can do what they want. I'm not them. I said I'm not out to make $1 million on YouTube. It'd be nice. But I'm not gonna lie. It'd be really nice. But that's not what I'm about. This is going on way too long. I should have been over. Honestly, I should have been over by year 20. And they keep screwing this up. There's how much I got, a lot. But they keep tweaking it. And I keep getting shafted. And look at, like, they're not done picking these cherries. There she is. They look, they're finally doing something. But like I said, I'm gonna have a lot. And this is my cabbage field. 16 by 16s, you know, go bigger, go bigger. So I'm only growing cabbage in this field, which I might just cut it in half and put something else in. I don't know. Whatever.
With great power comes great responsibility. And the king
So
seems to
that's
be
where I'm
doing
at.
just fine.
Now, I don't think I took the money out. I'm gonna have to look.
I'm practically losing money over here.
I wonder if they got, yeah, like this one. This is the one I don't want to take down, but I don't know. And to be honest, if that other one, the other sheepfold doesn't pull its weight, I'm probably gonna take this down and put another sheepfold over here. It'll probably be too much by the time they're both in full gear, but whatever.
Cock-a-doodle do yourself.
So this is why I don't have time to decorate much, besides I'm a horrible decorator. That's not what I'm about. You know, I try to make it look somewhat cozy. I keep forgetting to come over here and put stuff on the table and stuff. But let's face it, it's only me playing the game, so doesn't bother me. Yeah, okay, they got all of these. I think they got all these apples. But this is a lot of product. This is huge. This is something I expect to see down in Florida growing oranges. That's a lot. But anyway, with their updates, it's really putting the screws to me, and it's really bothering me. I mean, like I said, I play a lot of games, and I haven't been playing any other game because I'm kind of crushed about this a little bit. Because if they didn't change anything, especially that being capped at 1380,
Hail to the king!
I'm not gonna lie, I probably could have been done in a year. Like 12 years, 13 years, I would have been done. But this is really bothering me. A lot of kids running around. And like I said, I don't have the time. There's not going to be any jobs for these kids. So as soon as I can push the 10 million, delete, done, sorry. Going into the nether. But that's just how it is. Let me see. Yeah, some time. I'm just kind of curious to see if they're pulling any wool in. I mean, my feed's going down. It's going down. Not super fast, but it's quicker than I'm used to. And I usually have way more fertilizer than I need, so once a year I'll take, depends, whatever, like 2,000 and just go sell it. So this is like, even with them 2 mines, like, granted the one is not maxed, but still, like, I am struggling, and I'm just barely hanging on with iron. Barely hanging on. Let's go down to the wool. Well, the wool's coming up, but it's the wool fabric, and that's where I get, the little blinky up there all the time on me. Yeah, I didn't pull the money out. I got 100, but whatever. Oh, I wanted to see how many of the hoods so we could see which ones. Holy crap! Okay, I have over 1,000 hoods, but these are the, of course, they're the big money ones. So they are coming up. Now, for giggles, I forget how many they sell. Is it 8? I think it's 8. Oh, no, that's 8 normal hoods. Okay. So got to be about 4. Yeah, 4.3. So this is what I'm saying. This is why I changed a lot of stuff over to these, because they were producing a lot of these. And if it's only 4 per day, I was holding that. And granted, also I was doing some of them, but that's something that's pretty well sustainable for, having a few market stalls. Okay, we're done with that. I want to get on to something else. And I brought this up to Naz. I think I said it in a video. I made that other video specifically about it. And it started out with the market stalls being capped. And in one of his videos, I put a comment down there. I said, hey, did you notice what's missing?
I'll take the payment up front.
And about 5 days later, he said, what? And I pointed this out to 2 people that were streaming this, and they had no clue. And this is where, like, I hate to point and giggle, but, like, if you don't know the game, don't try to teach people the game. Well, my friends, look what's missing. Look what you can't do anymore. Do you see something wrong with this? You used to go right here and make firewood. You can no longer handcraft firewood. Not even if you have an axe on you. You cannot handcraft firewood. So, just bringing this up, but you can't handcraft firewood. That's gone. What is the reasoning? Shut up, kid. What is the reasoning that we can no longer handcraft firewood? Doesn't make any sense. I don't see anything new here, besides leaving the snowball there all year. Could be the stone sickle. I don't remember the stone sickle. The stone sickle we used to have to do in the smithy. So maybe that's it. Or it could be the stone pickaxe. To be honest, I don't know. It looks like they added stuff but took that out. Maybe they added the stone pickaxe and the stone sickle and took the other one out. So my friends, there you go. Now you can no longer handcraft firewood. Strange, huh? Got another little something. Can't wait to see who takes credit for me doing all this crap. Now, I mean, they added these. They're nice. Okay, they're cute. I can think of other really neat things I'd like to do inside the house, like be able to actually put another container in or what have you. Now, my question is, do these new beds, and this is the big bed, this is, you know, the top one, why you don't do the middle, you always do the, you know, the best you could get. Are these helping with happiness? I don't think so. I think they're just deco, personally. I mean, I can test that kind of quick. And this is gorgeous. I mean, whoever did this asset, good for you. This is a beautiful job. But it kind of looks out of place because you can't do anything with the logs. Like, let me burn the logs like that, you know? Like, that would look so cool. But whatever. Maybe that's in their plans. I don't know. But this chest is awesome. But why go up in the chest? And I know this was spoke about when you don't get anything out of it. Even if the next one up from the beginning would just be 5 more kilograms and then 10 tops. You know, something. Throw a bone. It'd be nice if I could move this too, but you can't. So, I mean, beautiful job. But all it is for looks. Like, you're turning this into The Sims. You know? So, whatever. And that's not why I play the game. I mean, you could have did stuff, different windows, dressings and such. Like, why is everything just got to be bland and white, like dirty white? You know, I don't need bright, vibrant colors, but, you know, added color. Which I think they're going to work on, but... Like, we can make blue. We get blueberries. We can make blue. But... my main gripe. As you can see up there, I'm looking at that number flipping up and down. It's driving me absolutely nuts right now. So much so, I'm going to have a cigarette. And probably get to my beer. But, take a good look at this fireplace, my friends. What do you see? They said, same people that have been playing this from day one. Got a lot of hype, got massive amounts of followers and stuff. You know, not begrudging them anything like that. But still, maybe I should have been doing this from the beginning. And not just this game, multiple games. But still, I want to play the game. So, this game is still very relevant. Unfortunately, I think they're moving a little slow with their updates. But my friends that play this game, what do you see missing? That's the top fireplace. Of course, you can get 3 different levels. Something's missing there. And it's something I used to do all the time. I used it a lot.
People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day.
Now, I'm the only one, my house is the only one I did that with. It's just, oops, hi honey. Just go jump in somebody else's house. We'll look at their fireplace. Okay, this is the standard now. What's missing? You can no longer make soups, so you can't make pottage. All you can do is fry on them. That's it. You can fry the meat. Yes, jump back in here. I'll show you. This is all you can do.
Dead tired.
That's it. That's what you can make in your house now. That's it. Now, with them changing everything around, the production values and everything else, I came in here to make about 1,000 pottage because I could just sit in my own house and do it and not interrupt. It probably doesn't interrupt them, but, you know, not be sitting there and being knocked around by 2 other NPCs. Or have to do it all through the night and whatever.
I remember the times when there was
This is all you can make, my friends. That's it. But yet they have this nice device where, you know, with the hook, you put your pot on there. And I assume you'd put it over this. Or you could just put the pot on there. But fun fact, there's no pot. And, you know, craft, like, it doesn't matter. Put this anywhere, doesn't matter. You're not making anything on here except frying fish or frying meat. I mean, maybe I should just make one huge friggin' video and send it to them. But there you go.
I hope our king is going to reign as long as possible.
And for those that didn't catch that, I really don't know how somebody wouldn't catch that. And the kid's getting big. I never had a game go as long. Well, I won't say as long, but I never had my kid as old as he is. And I think he's, I forget what it is, 8. I think he's 8. 6 or 8. I hate this too, and it just drops it to the bottom. Yep, kid's 8. I never played as my heir either. Never did. Because, like I said, I get the place running that it could sustain itself, and I consider that a win. I just didn't keep playing to play or decorate. That's not how I play games. And to be honest, most games can't hold my attention. I have a game of Stellaris that I could pretty much delete because there's been 2 DLCs, and I just bought a bunch of, I think I have almost all the DLCs now for it, which, if you know anything about that company, hey, you're DLC happy because whatever. But that's a game that turned into a meta game, but we won't get into that. Different game. I can't wait to see what my taxes are going to be. I think I'm going to be holding at about 24,000. I mean, that's no joke, my friends. I said in my other video, and it just so happened that it popped up. Well, I hit the wrong button again. It's on the map screen. Up here, you're standing with the king. We'll never get any better than that. And that's not cool. I mean, at least my king's still alive. He's a good king. I like playing the kings with the builders because, well, that's what I do. And I usually have all the stuff that they want. But anyway, this number never get any better than that. Which you think the happiness would. I mean, this game's out a long time. What's it, 4 years, going on 5? You would have thought that you would get so high up that they would have some kind of fun event happen. And not just a screen that says, hey, somebody's visiting you. That maybe you would get a thing pop up and you have a mission for the king that says you better build him a house. He's coming to stay for a year because he wants to go hunting. Would that be cool? The king is living in your village. That would be something neat. Or even just for a season. That he come for a season. And maybe follow you around. You know, I don't know. I mean, people could think of a million things they can do. But how cool would that be if the king would come and visit you? I mean, you could definitely go above excellent. And thank heavens I have minus 15% in taxes. When I was doing that other video and showing the market stalls, I had this mission pop up for me. And I was not planning it. I had no clue that was going to happen. And I went and did it, and I proved that it didn't move. You do fulfill 3 quests for the king, and this is what you get. That's it. Anything else, it's not even worth doing. I mean, you might lose rep if you don't do it. I don't see how you would. If you accepted it and failed it, yes, but if you didn't take it, how could you fail it? I digress. I always did them, so I don't. So we have that. But what a lot of people don't, well, maybe you would remember, is this is what started it all. Right here. This is what started their updates, and then apparently they were breaking things with the clothing. And when I started this, my guy could not cool down in the summer. He could be totally naked and be frying. That he was going to die. Like I said, you die in the valley map, you're dead, it's done. And it's part of the rules to this too. So it would turn around the summer. I'd have to work all night doing whatever I was doing, and I pretty much sat in the house and took a nap. If I went outside, I was frying.
Sometimes I've got a feeling the whole world freezes for a moment, as if somebody paused it. I'm over the moon to live in here.
Well, that's where I'm at. My guys are doing good. You got to be maxed. These guys, they definitely changed how much skill they get. As I used to take these a while to get up. Granted, these are my first 2 here, but it used to take a good long while for these guys to skill up.
This ale isn't going to drink itself, people.
Sell more. But this, also what I'm finding with the taverns is, okay, it is probably a little late, but where is everybody? They should be piled in these tavern areas. They're not. Oh, the other thing was, the workstations. I believe I mentioned this in just one of my normal videos. This is the closest one. I just go in here. But the workstations. Great idea. I have the clotheslines, so that's technically a workstation. Well, technically it is a workstation. So is this. and I have a few. They wound up being more window dressing than anything. I've never, ever, ever, since the inception of them, seen anybody use them. The NPCs do not touch them. I have them over here also. Like I said, it wound up being more decoration than anything. You know, by the hunting lodge. Never seen them use it. And I remember way back when, every now and then you'd catch one, at least I thought they were, and this is back a long time, you catch them actually using the target. But whatever. They do not use the workstations. I believe I have a wood one over here. Yeah. You never see them use the wood stations. And I put this one specifically right next to here because these guys, half the times, they don't go out in the woods. They just sit there sawing logs. Never seen them use the workstations. If any of you did, let me know. But I sure haven't. Where am I dial? Oh, wrong button. Ah, yeah. So, at least that's cool. It'd be kind of neat if we could place them on the ground, but this is another thing. I'm not going to run around and try and find one. I don't know if this guy's one of them. He's probably one of the miners. What did that say? Let's see. Oh, he's a farmer. Who knows where he was. But as they walk around and patrol your villages, you think they'd have one of these, since I don't have torches. Matter of fact, I think I do have one torch left. But I don't see them even using the torches now. Right? Is it a possibility that it's because of that at least on this side I have it totally enclosed? I mean, it could be. I don't know. Yeah, I got one torch. But I never see anybody using them, so. I mean, somebody should be walking around, whether you have the palisade walls up or not. You know. Is that somebody? No. But I don't see nobody walking around anymore. This video's getting longer than I wanted it to be. So, there's that. Oh, there's a guy with a torch. Holy hell. But this place is big. There should be more than one walking around. But now, I have one torch, and it's in there. Do they just invent their own torches? I guess they do. Remember before you used to have torches in there, but whatever, I digress. So, yeah, let me know if you notice this stuff. I mean, I might send them a message, might not, I don't know. Yeah, that's all I got. I might, and this is like I said, this is kind of disheartening to me. It really is. But I might make a video, and in the winter just go hunt Wyson. I know I said that before, and I probably did do it and didn't make a video, or forgot about it, what have you. You know, life is life. So I might, we'll see. But I'm more concerned about getting my resources and such all straightened out, so I can actually make this money and be done with this already. Okay. With that, thanks for watching, and stay safe out there. This world, it's going down the tubes. But hey, we got games. Have a good one.